Hello my Wolfpack and welcome to the LDL Week 5 Team Builder Mega version. So we are in the Mega League, as I have said before. This is a doubles league, and this week we are battling Zeph, coach of the Ammanford Coalossals. And you know, me and Zeph have battled a couple of times, or no, once in the past, but I know Zeph is very eager to take away my RBL title in the next season, the RBL, and obviously this is going to be an opportunity for him to get some power over me if he does win. So, you know, we need to win this. Also, not to mention, we're on a 4-lose streak with this team, and I'm hoping to high heck that we are going to be able to do something. Now, I have made 2 modifications for next week on the team, just because there's 2 mons that I don't think quite fit properly, and Galarian Slowking is one. I think it's just not quite right for the team that I have. So I have swapped that out for Porygon 2. You guys know that I'm really, I love using Porygon 2. It's probably one of my best staple mons. And it fulfills the same role that I was trying to fulfill with Galarian Slowking, possibly even slightly better, which is really, really nice. And then we've got, who was I picking up? I picked up Spiritomb. So Spiritomb instead of Exploud, just because I wanted a Ghost type there, and also that Ghost style typing allows for a lot of defensive impact, and I hope that I can just do a few things in Spiritomb. I managed to do a few things in Spiritomb in the TBL Season 7, so... Season 6, sorry, Season 6, Season 7 is coming up. But yeah, that was just a quick rundown of things that are happening. Zeph does have a Twitch channel and possibly a YouTube channel. Go and check those out in the description down below. I know he'd really appreciate that if you went and did that. So, his team. Urshifu Rapid Strike, Cresselia, Clefable, Coalossal G-Max, Greenregus, Trevenant, Celesteela, Mandibuzz, Galvantula, Rotom Frost, and Walrein. The big thing I notice about this team immediately is that it is very slow and it has multiple Trick Room setters. So definitely I think his main ploy here is Trick Room. Obviously we've got Urshifu Rapid Strike, which doesn't really work in the Trick Room scenario as well, but that being said, it has access to Aqua Jet as a priority move, and it also can just hit like a truck regardless. So yeah, that is a scary team. It's a really, really scary team, really bulky team as well. So, you know, having to think of some ways of getting around this. Now, my team, first of all, I've got Urshifu. It does have to be Gigantamax, and this is possibly going to be Gigantamax this week. And we've got Assault Vest on here, because, you know, Assault Vest is going to be helpful, and it gives me 1.5 times in my special defense, meaning that things like the Galvantula are less scary. Things like the Clefable is still terrifying. Honestly, the Clefable is a huge problem for it. I could have gone Roselli Berry, but I thought, you know, Assault Vest just is more generic. Unseen Fist, the ability, you know, just how it happens. Wicked Blow, which can hit through the Cresselia really nicely. It can hit, I think it one-hit KOs the Galvantula, which is really cool. It also hits the Greenregus really hard, the Trevenant really hard, which is just really, really nice. We've got Drain Punch. Now this can hit the Coalossal incredibly hard. It can hit the Mandibuzz pretty hard actually as well. It hits the Rotom Frost and the Walrein hard. Iron Head, which just covers a few more weak spots that are in here, and it's just a move that I can go for, especially for the Clefable, if I can like one-hit KO it. And then we've got Thunder Punch as well, which allows me to hit the Urshifu Rapid Strike really hard, and just allows me to do damage output on the Mandibuzz as well. So yeah, that's kind of my thought process. We can hit the majority of the team really hard. Also Celesteela. Celesteela is a big problem, I'm not going to lie. It's just annoying. And I mean, Peliper can kind of deal with it a little bit, but at the same time, I haven't really got too much to deal with it, so I'm just trying my best with that. I feel like it's going to be a really bulky team, really difficult to get through. But yeah, we have got 172 in speed. I thought, just in case he's kind of trying to run that Trick Room scenario, now I won't go full speed and try and match the Urshifu, because if it's Trick Room, then obviously he's going to go low speed. But I went for enough speed to outspeed the Mandibuzz, which would obviously be very helpful, especially if that's going to try and like Tailwind. I don't know if he's trying to emanate a little bit of the team that I used with Mandibuzz previously. Obviously that's the only one he's gone, so he's not emanating it at all, but Mandibuzz was a crucial part of my IBL team, and I don't know if Zeph has seen those and picked up from that, but that might just be me being egocentric. But yeah, that's that so far. Next up, we have got Galarian Slowking. Galarian Slowking kind of needed to come. One, it can Trick Room, which I really want to be able to get rid of the Trick Room if he goes for it. Obviously, he has got access to Sticky Webs, but The amount of switching in doubles is minimal, at least from what I kind of go for, a lot of what I've seen go for. So the Sticky Web doesn't really help too much. We have got Trick Room there, especially if he's trying to run Tailwind strats. You know, Trick Room could be really helpful here as well. And I've gone for the minus speed so I can be as slow as possible to possibly go first in a turn where the Trick Room is set up, change the dimensions so then my fast Pokemon can go first and just cause some shenanigans. Move-wise, I've got Sludge Wave. Sludge Wave hits the Clefable really hard, which is really nice. Surf, which hits Coalossal. Runerigus as well. Even hits somewhat on the Celesteela, not hugely, but you know, chip damage will do. We've got Ice Beam on here as well. That hits the Mandibuzz for super effective damage. So yeah, we've got a few moves here that hit neutral on the majority of the team there. There is obviously Runerigus can get like Earth Power, Earthquake and ground type attacks. That's quite scary. Coalossal can definitely be scary. Clefable, you know, Sludge Wave is going to be a big factor in getting rid of that Clefable, so that's definitely something that I am looking forward to in this match. Hopefully, I mean, I'd love if he didn't bring the Clefable, but the Clefable kind of has to come. If you see in a Shifu single strike, you kind of have to bring a Clefable if you have it. But yeah, this thing's mostly specially defensive this week. I could Dynamax it and set up my Max Oozers. That would really work alongside Ludicolo. If I can get the Peliper out and get into the Galarian Slowking, that'd be really, really nice. Ludicolo can also Dynamax. Peliper, you know, getting +3 into Peliper could be really awesome as well. But yeah, obviously with the Celesteela there, I do have to be very careful what moves I go for because obviously it will resist poison. I don't think there's many ally switches here, and I don't know if Zeph would play the ally switch game. Knowing Zeph, I don't really know if ally switch is his game. But you know, we could definitely see that. Rotom Frost, I know, definitely gets it. But yeah, we'll see kind of what happens in the game itself. As I said, more specially defensive just to kind of absorb some hits, allows me to get the Trick Room, depending on what kind of scenarios he is going for. Next up is Peliper. Now, Peliper is definitely really fun to use here. Hydro Pump, which is a powerful water-type attack boosted by Stab, obviously, and that only hits one Mon, which is really nice. Hurricane in the rain is obviously going to be really, really crucial. A Shifu Rapid Strike does not want to take a Hurricane. Coalossal does not want to take a water-type attack. Runerigus doesn't want to take a water-type attack. Trevenant doesn't want to take Hurricane. Celesteela realistically probably doesn't want to take water-type attacks too much. And thinking about it, Celesteela doesn't have a huge amount of coverage. It might have Rock Slide, but I think it doesn't have Rock type coverage, but it might do, and I need to double check that. Well, it probably won't. We've got Mandibuzz, which kind of 1v1. Yeah, Galvantula is a big problem. That's why I've got the Wakan here. But at the same time, like a Surf or a Hurricane is going to do a lot of damage to it. And then you've got Rotom Frost and Roll Rain. Rotom Frost is a big problem. But realistically, the Surf or Hydro Pump can do a lot of damage, or I can have that Wakan activate, and it would allow me for, or Wakan, however you say it, and allow for the next Pokemon next to me, sorry, to hopefully do something with that. And Walrein is, you know, annoying. Ice type attacks, you know, I think it can get Freeze Dry actually, so you know that can be a problem. But at the same time, I don't think Walrein's coming to this match. It doesn't really do too much in this match, I don't think, but unless it does, unless Freeze Dry is there, because Freeze Dry is a big problem. In fact, let me actually check that very quickly. So Walrein, Smogon. So let's just very quickly check this in that one, and hold on, wait, F. No Freeze Dry, so I don't have to worry about Freeze Dry. So Walrein, I think, is very unlikely to come in this scenario there. Defensive, because, you know, defense. that's all I want. Yeah, Tapu Lele is our next one. I've gone for Expert Belt here. I thought Expert Belt works quite nicely with the Tapu Lele. It allows for it to just destroy some different things. I haven't got a Stab Psychic type attack on here because I didn't really need it on this one, if I'm honest. There was nothing that it was hitting other than the Urshifu, which obviously the Moonblast hits for super effective damage. And Thunderbolt was much more viable here. So hits the Mandibuzz, it hits the Walrein. Obviously Moonblast will go on the Mandibuzz, but you know, hits the Celesteela for a lot of damage as well, because that Celesteela can be a problem for me. Shadow Ball for the Trevenant and the Runerigus. I don't have anything for the Coalossal, but Coalossal's special defense, if I'm right in thinking is not very high, so it's not going to be a huge problem. And I've got Protect on here as well. Got Psychic Surge, which means no priority moves can happen. So obviously Aqua Jet Shifu is not going to be as much of a problem. And it will pop the Psychic Seed on the Galarian Slowking as well. And if I can get the Galarian Slowking Dynamax and start raising up Tapu Lele's special attack, then this thing is just going to obliterate. Honestly, that's kind of my thought process there. I've got hiccups. But yeah, coverage moves, mostly they're the only thing that kind of is a problem is the Clefable. And I don't know if I can 1v1 a Clefable because Clefable is just annoying. But that being said, hopefully I'd have 2 mons to deal with that. So, yeah. Hopefully Tapu Lele is going to put in a lot of work this match. It has got a lot of strong, effective moves that they can use on different things. Next up, we have got Ludicolo. Now, Ludicolo is absolutely gorgeous. I'm loving it. You know, first time I'm bringing it, but Ludicolo, hopefully, Hydro Pump, powerful water type attack. Ideally, if I Dynamax, powerful water type attack boosted by Stab, and I believe it can take out a Celesteela with that, with its max special attack. I believe when it's Dynamax the Hydro Pump. Obviously, if it's bulky, I don't think that happens, but we've got the Life Orb on here, just increasing our damage output. Swift Swim, which combines nicely with the Drizzle on Peliper. Giga Drain, because it hits things like the Shifu for super effective damage. It can just be really nice for coverage on some different mons like Rodriguez. Ice Beam, again, just for coverage, hits the Mandibuzz. It hits the Trevenant for super effective damage. The Galvantula we do have to definitely be concerned about, because Galvantula is a problem. Rotom Frost, yeah, Rotom Frost isn't too much of a concern. Same with Walrein, it's not really a concern. The main ones here for Ludicolo are Galvantula and possibly the Celesteela. There as well are going to be a bit of a problem, and there was one more mon that I was really worried about with this. I think it's mostly the Galvantula and the Celesteela, if I'm honest, that are the big ones here, but Mandibuzz can definitely be a problem too, and Clefable can just be an issue because it's Clefable. But yeah, that is kind of my thought process there with Ludicolo. It's just going to be an attacker. Hopefully I get the Swift Swim up and it just can obliterate different mons on the opposing team. As I said, it's special, so if I can get Galarian Slowking in, that would be really nice as well. Now my last mon is a little bit awkward. Running a Fire type in a rain team is a bit awkward, but you know, I'm going to try and make it work, because obviously Overheat is really good against Galvantula. Even though I get half the power from it, Galvantula is just going to not want to see that happen. And Thunder, obviously in the rain, is going to be really good against things like Shifu, Celesteela. You know, Celesteela can't really do too much to the Rotom Heat there. We've got Mandibuzz we can also hit really hard. Walrein, which we can hit really hard with Thunder. Yeah, and Overheat is a possibility, especially if the rain runs out or if there is a change in the weather, because that's definitely possible in these matches, like Geomax Coalossal. You know, Max Flare can't set up the Sun, but if he wants to set up Sunny Day with like Clefable to increase damage output, he definitely can do that. I think a fly just flew into my drink, which is absolutely lovely. But yeah, I'll put Alloy Switch on this as well, because I'm going to try and play some Alloy Switch shenanigans with him if I have the Rotom Heat in, just because this Rotom Heat is more designed to potentially take some hits out. And Defog, because there was a concern of the sticky webs. If there's sticky web problems, I can just defog. Same with there being screens. I know he's got a couple of screen setters on here as well. And if he sets up screens, then that's just going to be a huge problem for me, my team being able to break it. So defog is quite a huge option I have there if there are a screen scenario. But yeah, that is my team. I hope I've explained that relatively well. It's been a bit chaotic, I feel, but you know, we're going with it. Ones that I'm expecting to bring: a Shifu 100%, Cresselia, Clefable. Those 3 I reckon will come. Coalossal I could definitely see coming. Mandibuzz, no, actually no, Celesteela I could definitely see coming. And then one of Mandibuzz, Galvantula, or Rotom Frost. I can see any of them coming as well. In fact, Galvantula and Rotom Frost probably both come because they can deal a lot to me. Because my team obviously does have some Electric-type weaknesses. But that is going to be all for today, so I hope you've enjoyed this. If you have, please do like, subscribe, and comment. Let me know what you think down in the comment section below. Anyways, I'm out of here, so have a good one, and I'll see you soon.